Korea Aerospace Industries' unprecedented delivery speed gives FA-50 and KF-21 a major edge in the Philippine fighter race. Recent reports from the Korean press have revealed a development that could significantly reshape the Philippine Air Force's long-running search for new combat aircraft. According to these reports, Korea Aerospace Industries has agreed to deliver the first batch of FA-50 Block 70 Fighting Eagle light combat aircraft to the Philippine Air Force before the end of 2026. If confirmed, this timeline would be unprecedented in the global fighter aircraft market, where long production queues and supply chain bottlenecks have become the norm. For the Philippines, which faces growing security challenges and an urgent need to modernize its air combat capabilities, delivery speed is no longer a secondary concern. It is now a decisive factor. And in this area, Korea Aerospace Industries appears to be outperforming some of the world's biggest and most established defense manufacturers. A pattern of rapid delivery. This would not be the first time Korea Aerospace Industries has demonstrated an ability to deliver combat aircraft at remarkable speed. In 2023, the company delivered FA-50 GF Block 10 Fighting Eagle light combat aircraft to the Polish Air Force roughly a year after the contract was signed. At the time, this was seen as an exceptional achievement, especially considering the global disruptions affecting aerospace supply chains. That Polish deal is now widely viewed as a blueprint for how Korea Aerospace Industries approaches major export programs. Rather than waiting for contracts to be finalized before making preparations, Korea Aerospace Industries has shown a willingness to anticipate customer requirements and act early. This strategy appears to be playing a critical role once again in the Philippine case. Analysts believe Korea Aerospace Industries was able to move so quickly because it anticipated the Philippine order well in advance. Even before the Department of National Defense, DND, formally signed a contract, Korea Aerospace Industries reportedly secured key components needed for production. In an industry where engines, avionics, radar systems, and electronic warfare suites are often subject to long lead times, this kind of foresight can shave years off delivery schedules. Why speed matters to the Philippine Air Force. The Philippine Air Force is operating under increasing pressure. Regional air power dynamics are shifting rapidly, and neighboring countries are fielding more advanced fighters in greater numbers. For Manila, delays of 3 to 5 years before receiving the first aircraft are no longer acceptable, especially when older platforms are nearing the end of their service lives. Traditionally, fighter aircraft manufacturers such as Lockheed Martin, Saab, and the Eurofighter Consortium require several years from contract signing to first delivery. This is partly due to complex production lines and partly due to massive backlogs of existing orders. While these aircraft are highly capable, time is a luxury the Philippines may not have. In this context, Korea Aerospace Industries' ability to deliver FA-50 Block 70 aircraft before the end of 2026 stands out as a critical advantage. It means the Philippine Air Force could begin integrating and operating new jets far sooner than if it selected a competing platform. FA-50 Block 70, more than just speed. The FA-50 Block 70 is not simply a fast-delivered aircraft, it represents a significant leap in capability compared to earlier FA-50 variants already operated by the Philippine Air Force. The Block 70 is expected to feature improved avionics, enhanced radar options, better weapons integration, and greater interoperability with allied air forces. For the Philippines, which already has experience operating FA-50 aircraft, this continuity matters. Pilot training, ground crew expertise, and existing infrastructure can all be leveraged, reducing both costs and risks. When combined with rapid delivery, this familiarity makes the FA-50 Block 70 an especially attractive option. Implications for the multi-role fighter acquisition project. Delivery speed has now emerged as one of Korea Aerospace Industries' most powerful advantages over its competitors in the Philippine Air Force's multi-role fighter acquisition project. While the FA-50 itself is categorized as a light combat aircraft, Korea Aerospace Industries' broader offering includes the KF-21 Block 2 Boramae, which directly competes with traditional multi-role fighters. According to reports, the Philippines has requested that Korea Aerospace Industries be able to deliver the first batch of KF-21 Block II aircraft starting in 2027, with completion by 2029, provided a contract is signed within 2026. If achieved, this would represent an extraordinarily aggressive timeline for a next-generation fighter. In contrast, Lockheed Martin, despite being one of the world's largest defense contractors, faces significant production constraints. The company is reportedly able to produce only about 4 F-16 Block 70-72 Viper aircraft per month, and its order book is already full. As a result, deliveries to the Philippine Air Force could be pushed beyond 2030, a delay that may be strategically unacceptable. The production bottleneck problem. The global fighter aircraft market is currently experiencing a severe production bottleneck. Countries across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East are placing large orders to replace aging fleets or respond to new security threats. This surge in demand has overwhelmed production lines that were never designed for such volume. For the Philippines, this means that choosing a popular aircraft like the F-16 or Gripen could result in long waits, regardless of the aircraft's technical merits. Korea Aerospace Industries, on the other hand, appears to have structured its production planning to accommodate new customers more flexibly. This flexibility may prove decisive, especially as Manila seeks to align its Air Force modernization with broader defense planning timelines. The MRO advantage, Clark as a regional hub. Another major factor strengthening Korea Aerospace Industries' position is its planned establishment of a maintenance, repair, and overhaul facility in Clark. This facility is intended to support Korea Aerospace Industries' made aircraft such as the FA-50 and the KF-21, not only for the Philippine Air Force but potentially for other regional operators as well. The strategic value of such a facility cannot be overstated. Local MRO capabilities significantly reduce aircraft downtime, lower long-term operating costs, and improve readiness rates. Instead of sending aircraft overseas for major maintenance, the Philippine Air Force would be able to service them domestically. This also aligns with the Philippines' broader goals of developing its domestic defense and aerospace ecosystem. An MRO facility brings skilled jobs, technology transfer, and long-term industrial benefits, making Korea Aerospace Industries offer more than just a platform purchase. Cost, the decisive factor. In a separate but equally important report, it was confirmed that the KF-21 Borame carries a significantly lower price tag compared to Saab's JAS-39E/F Gripen, Lockheed Martin's F-16 Block 70-72 Viper, and the Eurofighter EF-2000 Typhoon. Cost has always been a central factor in Philippine defense acquisitions. Budget constraints mean that Manila must carefully balance capability, quantity, and sustainability. A more affordable aircraft allows the Philippine Air Force to acquire more units, invest in training, and ensure long-term operational viability. When lower acquisition cost is combined with faster delivery and local MRO support, the KF-21 becomes a compelling proposition. It offers near-frontline fighter capability without the financial burden typically associated with Western-made multi-role fighters. Strategic and political dimensions. Beyond technical and financial considerations, there is also a strategic dimension to the growing defense relationship between the Philippines and South Korea. Seoul has emerged as one of Manila's most reliable defense partners, delivering ships, aircraft, and systems on time and at competitive prices. This track record builds trust, and trust matters when long-term capability development is at stake. Korea Aerospace Industries' performance with the FA-50, both in terms of delivery and operational support, has likely strengthened confidence within the Philippine defense establishment. Conclusion: momentum shifting in Korea Aerospace Industries' favor. Taken together, the reported early delivery of FA-50 Block 70 aircraft, the potential rapid timeline for KF-21 Block 2 deliveries, the planned MRO facility in Clark, and the lower overall cost structure all point to a significant shift in momentum. While Lockheed Martin, Saab, and the Eurofighter Consortium offer proven and highly capable platforms, their longer delivery timelines and higher costs may work against them in the Philippine context. Korea Aerospace Industries, by contrast, is presenting a package that directly addresses Manila's most pressing needs: speed, affordability, and sustainability. If these reported timelines hold true, the Philippines may soon find itself operating one of the fastest acquired and most modern fighter fleets in its history. And in that scenario, Korea Aerospace Industries could emerge as the clear winner in one of Southeast Asia's most closely watched defense competitions.